last time on Project Pete.
Ta-da!
So there it is, everyone!
Let's see how it flies. So I built another jig to do some fluting on our rib strips. I like to flute the rib strips by, every one of them has a little bit of an overhang, and instead of sanding down the top and kind of make more of a snub nose, I kind of like the look of a flute a little bit better. I've seen people do it in multiple different ways. The problem with that when you're working on the horizontal stabilizer is there's 8 rib strips on each side, 16, and it gets a little bit tedious. So I came up, I made a simple little jig, or I guess that would be the best term for it, to help kind of speed the process along. And it's really simple. I just took 2 pieces of 1/8 inch and a couple of scraps and put them fixed, and I know that's the depth I want, and I know that's how much I want sanded off the top. And then this is just like an old piece of oak, just really hard, so it kind of keeps it from wearing thin too much. It keeps it from wearing too far down and getting too deep on the rib itself. So that's a mount. You can really mount it anywhere. I like to mount it in my vise. And then you slip this in here. And I like to clamp it in place so I don't have to hold it too much. And then I just have a little simple sanding block. And in just a minute or two, I have a very accurate and very nice fluted end. I don't know if you can see that on the camera or not. But it works really well. That's 2 minutes of work, if it's even that. Before it was taking me like 20 minutes trying to get it even and where I wanted it and not go too deep, run the risk of going too deep. This works really well. So I'm happy with that, and really simple little jig. seen a lot of discussions going on a couple of the groups I'm a member of in terms of what do you do in prep for glue? And I've seen all kinds of different answers. I just thought I'd share what my technique is. I've seen a lot of people say, hey, you need to vacuum the area that you're going to glue in. And I do that, especially if it's really dirty. But one thing I like to use is this tack cloth. I learned about this when I was building some different furniture. And it's just like it says, it's kind of tacky. It makes it really easy. You just wipe the area that you expect to glue, and any sawdust that's on it will stick to that. Kind of leaves your hands kind of sticky, but you can buy it at any hardware store, and it's really cheap. It works really well, or at least I think it does. So it's been a big discussion, big topic lately, and I thought I'd share my opinion on it. I'm gonna put those in the box for me.
So I could put all of them in a box.
Yeah. Get your milk.
Yeah. Making some different progresses in here. I never know that. Get my milk.
That's what I just put up there today.
I know. I said I never done that was up there. Let me get my milk.
Want to get your milk, Evelyn?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you can clearly see this is not a pete-n-pol. This is a baby crib. Some of y'all probably noticed from our new intro and some other shots that my wife Casey is rather pregnant, and there's two of them in there. So we're getting ready for twins, and one of the tasks I was given was to repaint this crib white so it matches our other crib, along with a litany of other jobs to get ready for two kids. So some of you have asked me what that means for the Piet project. It doesn't really mean anything. We're just continuing on like it was before. The 170 didn't fit us all, didn't bother us. The Pietenpol wouldn't fit us anyway, so we don't really care. It slows us down a little bit because we have to work on things like repainting the brown crib white and getting a nursery ready and all of those things. But other than that, we are full speed ahead with the Pietenpol as we expected to, with the slight speed bumps of things like baby cribs. So we're going to try and put the round curve on the leading edge. And what I've done is I took the jig and I mounted it sideways. My thought process here is I got to figure out a way to keep it stable while I use my router. So I mounted it vertical on the edge of the workbench, and it gives me a little bit bigger area, surface area to run the router across. I don't know if it's going to work or not. I think it will. Anyway, so that's what we're going to try. Well, it's not the prettiest thing I've ever done, but it gets us started anyways.
And with that, all the major pieces of the empennage were complete. Join us next time for another episode of Tailwheels and Flying Wires, Project Piet.